Hi guys, hope you're doing well. It's been such a long time, I know. So I thought of doing this video, which is a bit different today. It's going to be just a voiceover. And because I know many of you actually message me because you haven't seen me active online for a long time. And you were like, so Safa, what are you up to? And yeah, that was so sweet. So I thought today I'd just give you a little bit of an update of what I've been up to. And at the same time, try to test this kind of like format. Maybe if I do audio, I can be more active, but I promise to be back with my camera very soon. So recently, there's been a lot of changes. For many years, I've been focused on setting goals and doing everything that was possible to actually achieve them. And you know that because I've been sharing those things with you guys on my YouTube channel, on my social media posts. So whether they were personal or business goals, I always made sure I had myself occupied pursuing projects and plans because after all, I thought I was an ambitious girl and that's what ambitious people do, right? So at the end of 2019 and like every year, I created my 2020 goals. And only this time, there was like a huge kind of shift in the objectives I set myself. Well, first of all, no one knew that the COVID-19 crisis was coming, right? But so before that, I followed the instructions of a friend who suggested that rather than focusing on the goals themselves, because I was so fixated into achieving the goals, she was telling me, why not focus actually on the feelings you want those goals to bring you? Which makes huge sense. I think it was kind of like a revelation for me when she said that, because we kill ourselves into fixing huge goals. And then when we achieve them, a lot of times we're not really that happy. So yeah, she was like, just do it this way and see how it goes. So the exercise calls for like thinking first on how you want to feel and then you draw the goals from that. Like for example, if you want to, feel more intelligent or be more intelligent, or so what is it that you're going to do to get to that? Or if you want to feel energetic and feel fit, that's a feeling, right? What is it that you need to do to achieve that? So what is it that you need to do? Obviously, eat healthier food, work out more, be more active, and then you can actually say exactly how many times a week you want to work out. So start with the feelings first and then draw the goals afterwards. So I did that, and to my surprise, the feelings I was after were more to do with having fun, feeling good, something that I've really, really disconnected with since I was focused on work, and no fun for many, many years. So for the 2 first months of the year, nothing really changed much. I was still having a hectic lifestyle with a million things on my to-do list. And then when the coronavirus health crisis hit and the lockdown started, I was still having a busy schedule with my business, online classes, teaching, grading papers, preparing assignments, and so on. When finally the semester was over, I think that was toward the end of May, I decided not to have any commitments or any obligations outside of the obvious, meaning my family and my must-dos for my business. Nothing more. Like I was trying to keep it to the minimum. So while giving myself the chance to take it slow and really focus on just feeling good, that was like so foreign to me. Yeah, I was just focusing on feeling good because I've always been this huge believer in being active, productive, and not wasting time. And now I was doing something quite the opposite. I wasn't like lazy, but I was intentionally lazy to keep it to the minimum. So when I did that, I realized a few things. So number one, I naturally developed a daily morning routine. something which was really difficult when I tried to implement it last year after reading the Morning Miracle by Hal Elrod. So yeah, now I pretty much every day I do my reading. So I choose like a spiritual scripture to begin with, which I'm still reading to date. I haven't finished it because it's a long book. I do prayer and I do meditation, and it's not really meditation. I don't know if I can call it meditation, but it's basically being in a quiet space and just listening to myself and being present with myself. And in this morning routine, I also work on my Italian skills because this is something I've been postponing for so long. Like, as I'm speaking to you now on my desk, this was this Italian book to learn Italian. I've had it for 6 years, and I really never took it seriously until I started this morning routine. So now it's been almost 4 months that I haven't broken the streak, which is unbelievable. And I've done it also on my vacation. We went on a 3-week vacation, and surprisingly, this daily routine gives me the ability to stay focused and balanced and really in peace with myself throughout the day. It's just this is me time. I'm doing my prayer, I'm listening to a book or reading a book, but not any type of book. Like sometimes we want to be productive all the time. The books I chose here is this spiritual scripture. You could read whatever you want. You could read Quran, you can read a Bible, you could read the Torah or any Buddhist book. I don't know, there are millions of them. But just read something that has no direct or immediate purpose. Just read it for reading it. Nothing more. Don't expect things from, whatever you read. Don't expect it at least straight away. So I developed this daily routine and it was so beneficial. And surprisingly, last year, it was so hard for me to wake up early and do this routine, but now it's much easier. The second thing that came out of this slow down kind of life, I became more consistent with my workout. So I can pretty much work out daily and not feel bored. I always actually dreaded working out. I never thought working out could be something fun to do. So yeah, if I can avoid it, it's good. But now I find it really enjoyable and challenging. Whereas in the past, I could just avoid, those hard and difficult movements. And, now I'm looking forward to doing that. And surprisingly, my body is also craving moving when I don't do much exercise. And I've been exercising a lot, and even during my vacation, which is surprising as well. So I feel this slow down kind of life is making me connect with my body as well. So if you feel this is something that you need to do, maybe, we'll come to the conclusions later. But this is a huge revelation for me, is that I never thought I could be a sports person. Whereas now I think I am, because I'm working out every day and I'm enjoying it. The third point that came out of this new lifestyle is I literally forgot what social media are. Don't get me wrong. I love social media and talking to you guys. But I don't know what it was. But naturally, I stopped checking my phone and didn't have any urge to check other people's profiles and feeds. I was finally focused on myself and my needs. And this was also great because when you do that, you stop comparing yourself to other people and you stop having those frustrations and you stop being stressed out, literally. Social media can be good because you can get inspired, you can get educated, etc. But it also has some drawbacks. I wasn't disconnected completely because I was still watching YouTube videos. I think YouTube is really my thing. I love YouTube. But, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and reading all these people's stuff online, it's a lot of content that my brain wasn't willing to process anymore. Because let's be honest, not everything we read is interesting. Some of it is, but most of it is not. And when I did this kind of social media detox, I felt wow, There's less clutter in my brain, less things to process, so less things to handle. So I have like more space in my brain. So my brain is lighter. And it felt so good. The next thing that came out of this slowed down kind of like lifestyle is I focused on living the moment. So it's one thing to spend time with someone, but it's another thing to spend quality time with them. I realized I became more present, more aware of the present moment. And I owe that to John Perkins and Eckhart Tolle, thanks to their books, The Power of Letting Go and A New Earth. I now can spend time with my kids, cook, clean, paint with more intention and less stress. I barely do anything in a rush like I used to do, or even like multitask. Between brackets, I used to think I was the queen of multitasking. I don't do that anymore. So live in the moment without being stressed about what is coming next or what has happened in the past is such a gift, and I'm appreciated more and more. I know it's hard to do it, but you can do it. It's just about focusing on the now without letting your mind wander around, because that wandering around is not beneficial. It doesn't bring you any good things. Obviously, there are things that you need to think about and plan, but be efficient. Once you let your brain wander around, your brain can imagine like the worst case scenario, which is so unlikely to happen, for example, or to come out with excuses or come out with things that will never serve you. So when you focus on living the moment, you feel more present, you feel more aware of what's going on around you, and you feel much happier. And finally, I started to have far better ideas and more clarity. During the past few months, I also made the decision to stop pursuing certain projects and actions, and even like difficult ones such as closing down a couple of my businesses and pivoting existing ones. I decided also to start a business in France. And this is going to be a first for me because I have no idea of how it works here. I will have to find out about a lot of things. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. So let's see how it's going to turn out. So if you're interested in following my journey of business creation in France, let me know. I could perhaps vlog the process. Although, to be honest, I'm really bad at vlogging. But let me know. I could try, I could just try and do my best. So overall, doing less has brought so many benefits to my life lately. Focusing on the priorities and what truly makes me feel good and happy is priceless. Life is not about doing and achieving a million things. Life is about achieving what is meaningful to you. With a much lighter schedule and more flexibility, you can think with clarity, be more creative, spend time doing what really matters to you most, and above all, feel and be happy. So for me, it was a long journey to reach this point. There are books that have actually helped me to reach this point. I will share them with you in the description box below or in the notes. I hope this will inspire you to review your schedule and prepare the last 4 months of the year with a new approach that will be in line with who you are and your core values. Leave me a comment and I hope to hear from you very soon. Bye for now.